Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
I know you've heard the line that some people can tell a joke and some people can't. How true that is. I could tell the same joke as George Carlin, if the master was still with us, and Carlin would get a huge laugh, while people would look at me in bewilderment. So much of comedy is in the timing, the style, the delivery. In Carlin's case, the style was pretty much a relentless rant. The same could be said for comedian Lewis Black. His shtick is anger, profanity-laced anger, so intense you think his head is going to blow off. His routine concerning the constant worry about nuclear war during his childhood is brilliant stuff, especially when he describes the totally pointless classroom exercise of crawling under his desk in case of a nuclear attack. Quote, "We were hiding under kindling," he laments in outrage. Then there's the other extreme. One of my favorite comics is Stephen Wright. Instead of shouting at his audience, he is soft-spoken, monotone even. When it comes to deadpan humor, Stephen Wright invented it. I think he's a comedy genius. "You can't have everything," he says. "Where would you put it?" He claims in his act that he has the world's largest collection of seashells. "Perhaps you've seen it," he explains. "I keep it scattered on the beaches of the world." Come on, you have to laugh at that one, even if it's me telling it. Stephen Wright's humor is so off the wall you never see it coming. He moved into a new apartment, he says, because the landlord allowed pets. "So I got a pony," Stephen says. I never was much of a fan of comedians who felt every joke had to contain a four-letter word. Lenny Bruce comes to mind. It might be funny stuff during the midnight show at a nightclub or Las Vegas showroom, but that's about it. Comedian Shelley Berman is a comic who also didn't appreciate the seedier side of comedy. Berman came to Toledo to speak to the Rotary Club several years ago and talked for 30 minutes about comedy and what makes a joke funny. The takeaway for me that day was the reminder that jokes don't have to be dirty or raunchy to be funny. In fact, the best jokes aren't off-color at all. For that matter, humor doesn't have to come in the form of a joke. As Henny Youngman might have put it, take life, please. Last week I was shopping in an upscale market. Now for me, that's kind of funny right there because I don't normally shop in upscale markets. But there I was. I asked one of the clerks where I could find ice cubes. And this is a true story. The guy directed me to a freezer full of bags containing something new called, are you ready for this? Beverage spheres. Seriously, now that's funny. I laughed out loud. Evidently, these beverage spheres are supposed to melt at a slower rate in your drink than regular ice cubes. I'm sorry, but if the beverage spheres are small squares of frozen water, they're ice cubes. Did you catch my anger there? Well, I can just imagine George Carlin or Lewis Black having some fun with that concept.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at WGTE.org/life.